Do this. I'm not fortress. My high tower and my delivery.
Someone put masking tape on the charging bull on Wall Street with the words "Hold the line" and WSB for Wall Street Bets. Do you know what this is, guys? Literal terrorism. But don't worry, guys, because New York City's anti-terrorism task force responded and saved the day by removing the heinous masking tape and saved the fucking day. It's a good thing they had automatic weapons, because we all know that this GameStop situation, just like anything that rich elitist asshole insider trading Democrats don't like, is actually all really the work of those meddling Russian agents.
GameStop, if you don't know, it's a video game store.
Oh wait, I almost fucked this up. Hold on. Bop, 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 bop. There you go, Jimmy. What were you saying, you fucking walnut?
And like a lot of businesses, they've been struggling because of COVID, but also because most people buy games online now. And yet, despite a sharp decline in sales, over the past 6 months, their stock price has grown by 8,000%. Because a bunch of amateur investors, maybe even some Russian disruptors who are part of a Reddit community called Wall Street Bets, decided to buy a bunch of GameStop stock.
Which totally fucked over your crony overlords, didn't it there, Jimmy boy? You know, I'd call this guy a tool bag, but there's an actual use for tool bags, and they have a lot more integrity, too. Now, LA and city councils all over California, because they care about people so much, decided they would push this hero pay thing, where anyone who has over a certain amount of employees would have to pay anyone who's working there an extra $4 or $5 an hour, I suppose because of the danger associated with microscopic organisms. Now, according to Democrats, who we've all learned to love and trust and obey without question, in much the same way as minimum wage hikes, this should have no unintended consequences whatsoever.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that?
This is really no big deal when you consider the fact that socialists have a long history of going without food and eating their pets. So I'm sure that this will be fine. They don't need grocery stores. They don't need jobs. You know, all that grocery store business and job business is fucking capitalism, and they just don't need that shit in California. Now, I'm fully expecting the Democrats to come out and say that Kroger is just being greedy because they won't operate their business at a loss, and they'll probably move to reinstate slavery and make these guys open their stores back up, which is kind of funny considering, you know. How about a mandate that you have to open your business? Reverse Uno, bitch! So check this out. The Justice Department is investigating Elon Musk's SpaceX following a complaint of hiring discrimination. Now, I checked this out, and it says that the person is not a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. So I thought possibly they're investigating him for not hiring just straight up illegal immigrants. So I thought, well, you know, there is also the chance this person just has a green card. But no, the entire filing is right here, and no mention of a green card at all. So at least the federal government is hard at work making sure that illegal immigrants can get jobs while putting American workers out of work, you know, because...
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
I wonder if anyone's asked Biden's press secretary about this.
I'll have to circle back, I'll have to circle back with you.
Tim Dillon's always got jokes. Hold the line, he says. Don't give up hope. The only thing that stand in our way are every hedge fund, every institutional bank, the CIA, our government, the entire media except Barstool Sports, and most of the tech world.
Never tell me the odds.
Now, I have plenty of other stories and content lined up for the rest of this video, but I want to stop here and I want to do something that I never ever do. I want to ask people to subscribe to my channel. I never do this because every other YouTuber in the world does it, and I figure everyone knows that if someone makes YouTube content, they want people to subscribe. But the reason that I am actually actually going to do it right now is because I'm kind of engaged in a bit of a subscriber race with another YouTuber. Now, this guy is a Mormon, and like most Mormons, he's just super nice. He's, you know, the nicest guy ever, and it's just so annoying I want to destroy him. I mean, it's my duty as a Missourian to destroy this Mormon. I mean, we had 2 Mormon wars here to run them out of the state, if you didn't know. But I cannot destroy this incredibly nice person without your help. So just, you know, hit the subscription. I'll make you laugh sometime, I promise. Now this one here is super fresh. As some of you may know, AOC did like a 90-minute stream on Instagram where she shared her traumatic experiences from January the 6th.
I had a pretty traumatizing event happen to me. I can tell you that I had a very close encounter where I thought I was going to die.
She was literally murdered, guys! Oh my god! Of course, mainstream media picked this up and ran it all over the place. AOC, stunning and brave, the hero that we all need. Poor AOC. But all it really made me realize is that she must have lived a very privileged life if this was a traumatizing event for her. Because, well, let's just say that things have happened in my life that I think, I don't know how she would handle it. It turns out that it's actually way better than that. Way, way funnier than that. Because it turns out that she wasn't even at the Capitol building at all. And now Alexandria Ocasio-Smollett is trending on Twitter as she's getting dragged. And it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. And all these mainstream news sources ran with it like it was the gospel, like it was corroborated when it wasn't. It wasn't true at all. And meanwhile, they're trying to censor, you know, all commentators on YouTube.
But while some cry cancel culture, let me suggest a different way to think about this. A harm reduction model.
The only harm they want to reduce is the harm to their fucking ratings. If there was a stock on CNN, I would short the fuck out of it right now. The San Francisco Board of Education, in a 6-to-1 vote, decided they would change a bunch of school names. The resolution called for removing names of honored historical figures with direct or broad ties to slavery, oppression, racism, or the subjugation of human beings. Among those are Dianne Feinstein,
Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in.
and Abraham fucking Lincoln.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Poor Abe, man. When people say the South will rise again, I didn't think they meant in San Francisco. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Now listen, I've been operating out of a friend's Discord, Joe from Red Phoenix Rises. Within that Discord, there is a channel called Dumpster Fires, and that's where people can post stories they'd like me to cover in this series, they'd like me to make jokes about. So if you'd like to join that, if you've got some stories you'd like me to cover, I'm going to put the link in the description. This has been DWB, thanks for watching, and remember, don't be a fucking commie.